Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to another episode of Soulful Ascension. And this week's energy is wow. It is fast and furious as we are feeling with the fire horse that we are all galloping on. Though what I'll talk about in this video is because things are shifting and changing so quickly and rapidly, how it is so critical for us to keep grounding and practicing our spiritual practices and embodying all these tools in order to self-regulate our nervous system as well as to keep co-creating with the universe, but keep tuning into your body, which is your inner guidance, which is your inner GPS. And this is what will guide you on this journey. So that's what we'll dive into. If you are not yet subscribed, thank you for subscribing, liking, following, sharing with others. And really appreciate you being here as I build my community. So I'm currently in Austin, Texas. Never been here before, and I got here last Thursday and just love the energy of the city. It's known for its music. It's a beautiful city. I've met so many amazing people already, and also will continue to meet amazing souls that come into my life, because that's what my journey is all about. And what I've always been a free spirit. I always have been like the pioneer and the maverick. And though I went back to Australia and I was in my comfort zone, well, now and this is the energy which I'll be talking about, because this may resonate with you, is getting out of your comfort zone and actually taking a risk and putting yourself out there. As I travel across the US, I am just following my inner guidance, my inner GPS, and it is all based on faith and trust. And really embracing the fears that come up along the way of the unknown, of the uncertainty. And look at what's happening in the world, and it's like, nope, not listening to the negativity. I'm creating my own path, and it really is a test of letting go and surrender. And this is what I also really ask you to look at: what fears are coming up for you and to face your fears. I know that all last year we went through a massive purging and shedding and letting go and clearing and cleansing. But right now, we are also still really cleaning out the old, because with the energy moving so quickly, it is bringing up a lot of emotions, and this is shown in any triggers. And so if anyone has pushed your buttons lately, well, feel into, oh, what was that emotion behind the trigger? Was it anger? Was it rage? Was it sadness? Did it push maybe a feeling of rejection or abandonment or hurt? Or what was the emotion? And when you can identify that emotion, that's where you can transform it into light and transmute the energy, but acknowledge it first so that you can turn it into light, because that's the learning that we're all on. So my journey is really about being the maverick and being the way shower, clearing the way for others, because this is what I teach others. And my number one value is freedom. And being a free spirit, and being creative, and just putting myself out there on this, like a vision quest. But it's also about really oh being clearing the way, but also along the way, I've got to face my own fears, and this can feel like the dark night of the soul, and really going really deep into those old fear patterns. So this is what may be coming up for you, is those old patterns. And like I said, with the triggers, where does that stem from? What's that an example of? And as soon as you ask the question, you will get the answer, because the energy is moving so quickly. You will receive the messages, the downloads, the insights, the confirmations, and even in your dreams and in a dream state and through your meditation, you will receive different information that's coming through for you. But this is where the slowdown has to be in order for you to hear those messages. And so, with things moving so quickly, maybe just take a step back and doing your grounding, your breath work, your meditation, anything you can do to slow your nervous system down, get into your parasympathetic nervous system, and then listen to your body. Keep tuning into your body and feel what's coming up for you. Feel where those blocks are. Feel where the energy is maybe boiling up, percolating, and so we need to shift that energy. And this is where movement is really good. Any kind of dance or drumming, or again, really rapid breathing, if that helps you to shift the energy. Running up and down stairs, I've these are some of the things, that will help to shift the energy. Or maybe going for a power walk around the block, because anything to move your body um, will help you. And also nature, being around animals, being on the land, connecting with nature, being out in the sunshine, allowing the sunshine to flow down through your body. Feel the sun on your face, feel it penetrating through your skin, because what this is doing is lighting up your light codes. And just sitting in maybe a garden, or sitting out in a park where there's sunshine, will just help you to receive the messages for your next step. Because this uh, I know a lot of astrologers are talking about the how important it is with Uranus moving into Gemini. And so this cycle hasn't happened for about 84 years, but we're going to feel this Gemini energy for the next 8 years. And Gemini is all about innovation and technology and transport and travel and educating, and with AI right now that's moving so fast and furious. Yesterday, coming to this hotel, I took my first Waymo ride, and this is the driverless car, and this is my first time ever experiencing a Waymo ride, because in Australia we don't have Waymo at the moment. So this is where our technology and how we travel and move around is just going to be amplified over the next 8 years, because this is the fast moving innovation of creative ideas and new ways of doing things, new ways of seeing things in the world. And one of the workshops that I'm currently teaching right now, again, which is the Palawa healing. It's an enlightenment modality that shifts consciousness, expands awareness, connects all 12 strains of DNA. It actually accelerates and amplifies your consciousness, but how you see the world and your whole perception and outlook is changed because you see the world through different eyes. And this is one of the workshops that I've been teaching for over 20 years. And I can guarantee when I learned it back in 2004, it just completely accelerated my life and how I worked with my clients, from the body work, energy work, healing work, to more of the coaching and teaching all these tools to help others to shift through their own blocks, to shift through their own maybe resistant patterns, those fear patterns, and the old programs. And this is all available on, well, doesn't matter what course you're looking at on my website, they're all beneficial. So check out my website, lindaben.com, and you can have a look to see what resonates with you. And if you're not sure, maybe just book a quick 15-minute call, and I'd love to have a chat with you one-to-one. And this is a private call. So anything from the old ways of being, the old energy, these are the old patterns and programs, the old trauma, the old childhood programs and conditioning. This is what we're letting go of. And it's really coming up to be cleared, because 2026 is another massive transformation year, but it's fast, and things are moving so quickly. So this is where self-care for the soul, which is my Ben method, balance energy, nurture and nourish you as a soul. And who are you being right now? What's coming up for you to be cleared? And then really being gentle and loving with yourself, and also being loving and compassionate towards yourself. This shifts your energy, then you are showing others in the outside world how to treat you. And this is really important, especially if there is an old pattern of abuse or domestic violence, or attracting different partners, friendships, people in your life who may not treat you with love and respect. So everything is an inside job, and this is where we need to do our own inner work. When we clear this density of these heavy old energies that are still running our life, and this will show up with what is happening in our life, because the outside world is a reflection of what's going on internally. So when we clear that energy and truly love and accept ourselves, and feel love and compassion for ourselves, then we have love and compassion for all our brothers and sisters in the world. And I've talked about this in other videos, where if you're judging another person, if you're saying anything negative or anything that's hatred, or projecting on others, well, then that's an indication of what's going on in you. And usually it's all fear-based, or not feeling safe. And so there is only two emotions, love and fear. Which one do you choose? And so when you can just be neutral and just have love for yourself, and allow others to play the role that they're playing. Because this is where we're letting go of the control, letting go of trying to control the outcome or other people. It's not possible. This is one of the things to let go of. And as we've all experienced being here through these decades, well, the powers of be have tried to program and control and manipulate us for decades. And this is what is crumbling and breaking down right now. We can see it happening all around the world. So as an individual, this is your job to do your own inner work, because you be the change that you want to see in the world. And if everybody takes responsibility for who they are being and how they show up in the world, then that energy ripples out across the world. And this is how together we will end the conflict and the wars and all live in harmony together. But what's being played out right now is all the old darkness and the heavy energy of the corruption and all the horrible behavior that is now being exposed. It's all the transparency is coming to the surface, and people are seeing the truth, and they're seeing that this is, wow, this has been going on for decades, hundreds of years, thousands of years. And this is what we are breaking apart right now. So what's happening, it has to play out in order for us to create the world that we choose to live in. And this is what is unfolding right now. And I just send so much love and compassion to all our brothers and sisters that are in those war zones. And I know that this could be difficult for some to experience, but every soul has chosen to be here at this time. And if they chose to be born in a country where there has been a lot of war, well, then their soul chose to come in and experience that environment and to learn and grow, because this is where we're all learning and growing as a soul. And some souls came in to sacrifice their life through natural disasters, through um, uh, leaving in whatever way that they've left and crossed over. But your soul never dies. But what you learn in this lifetime will continue, and you will just come back and you will continue to keep upgrading your conscious human operating system, because having this actual physical body as a soul is a wonderful way to experience and feel our emotions. And this is where we get to do our really deep inner work while we're here on the earth school. And we're all playing roles, and depending on what your soul came in to learn in this lifetime, is what you're attracting and creating in this lifetime, and what's important to you at this lifetime. This is what makes us all unique. And so I'm part of like the second wave. This is where I'm the maverick, the pioneer. I'm leading the way for others to access their freedom. And this is why in this life I'm the teacher, and I'm showing others how to take charge of your own life and your own health and feel freedom within you, and completely surrender and have faith and trust that everything is working out the way that it's meant to. And so the energy right now that we're feeling is any old fears that are still deep, buried deep, are going to come up. And I really recommend face your fears. This is the shadow work that we've been doing for decades. Um, so see what's coming up for you, and what no longer works for you, and what is fast, that's really just coming up and slapping you in the face because you can no longer ignore it. And so this, and see it as a self mastery program that you're actually in. And so when you really do your own inner work and deep, and just keep feeling into every step, that's where your inner guidance and those downloads and the information, the insights will become clearer and clearer on each step. So right now I'm traveling across the US, and every day is a new day. And so for me to plan ahead, it's really challenging because that's not what I'm meant to be doing. It's like, well, will I book a flight? No. Okay. Will I book, and booking things in advance is really tricky right now because every day is a new day, and I'm just following the breadcrumbs along my journey. And so everything that I teach along my journey of self mastery, of this rites of passage, I instead of walking the Camino across Spain and Portugal, I'm walking across uh, America, and just seeing what shows up each day and who comes into my life each day, and just having complete faith and trust with each step of the way. And and so this is what I'm saying. I'm sharing this with you so you can then maybe step out of your comfort zone, and what creative projects are you inspired to put energy into? Because last week we had the very potent, powerful new moon in Aries, and it is all about new beginnings. It's all about new, new, new. Everything is new and innovative, and it's limitless, and it's exciting because this is where you get to put your energy into those inspiring creative projects that really bring you joy, that make you feel enthusiastic. And that's when you know that you're in alignment. Because if it's just flowing with ease and grace, you know that you are in alignment with source energy. The universe is guiding you each step of the way. Whereas if you are holding on to fear, and just that holding on out of fear, well, that's the resistance you will feel in your body. And that's the energy that we're clearing right now. When you can let go of that boulder on the side of the river and just flow with the water, flow with the rapids, and see where it takes you, that's an exciting journey. And this is where you just trust, and it's like, okay, I'm going down the rapids, and it is fast and furious, and it's like, okay, if you've got a surfboard, stay up on your surfboard, and you'll have an amazing adventures and ride along the way. And ask any surfer out there, why do they go out into all the huge big waves? And it's the excitement of catching that wave, and the excitement and the adrenaline and all your happy hormones of riding that wave in to shore and catching that wave. And this is where that's a sense of freedom. That is just like, whoa, How can I stay up on my surfboard and ride this wave? And as soon as the ego comes in, or if you try and control what the wave is going to do, well, then you may fall off. But when you just flow with the water and flow with the wave, I'm not a surfer, by the way, but I love watching them. It's just that they're so in tune with the the rhythm and the movement of the water. And this is what I'm using that as a metaphor or as an analogy to explain how to how to approach your life and just go with the flow, because this is what the energy is asking you to do right now, is go with the flow. Go with what flows with ease and grace, that's effortless, that brings a sense of joy and excitement, that brings you so much just freedom along the way. I've got some messages. Uh, yes, Dark Night of the Soul, facing it, and oh, um, awesome. Thanks for joining on Facebook, Isla. Um, Beautiful. So this is what we're all feeling right now, and because the energies are so fast and furious, self-care for the soul is so important. So yes, it's fun to be out there and do all these creative projects, but also listen to your nervous system. Do you need more sleep? Do you need more downtime? Do you need to just unplug from all devices? Do you need to just take a step back from the busyness of life? So feeling into each step will help you to just truly feel, to flow with the energy at the moment, but you are in tune as you are moving, because we're all on this fire horse. But then if there's resistance, this is where it will be a bumpy ride. So when you can just flow with what just flows easily without trying to force it or resist it, or if it's a struggle, that's what I'm asking you to let go of and surrender. And we're all feeling this energy. So have love and compassion for all our brothers and sisters around us as well. Um, and keep doing your inner work, because we're all feeling this energy right now. So, how do you show up in the world, and who are you being? And that's a good journal question. Who am I? And just keep journaling on that. And who you were yesterday or last week or last month is not who you are today. And that's how quickly the energy is changing, and our whole perception of life is changing, and things on the planet are changing. Even Mother Earth is going through her own transformation. So with the weather and volcanoes and earthquakes and tsunamis, and I mean, there's so many different weather patterns that are occurring in every single country, that it's like Mother Earth is going through her own purging and cleansing. And so just keep tuning in to you, because your energy and who you are being ripples out to the whole world. And this is where we're all in this together. We are all one, and our individual energy is having an impact on the world. So when we can actually show up with love and compassion in our heart, and also rise and have high vibration of love, peace, and joy, and keep that frequency, well, then that will ripple out into the world. And when you're showing up from that vibration and frequency, that's where the new doors of opportunities and possibilities will open for you. And so the new moon on April the 17th, we are in that energy and it will just keep flowing, and it is fast, and today being April the 20th, we've just started Taurus season. So being a Taurus, and so May is my birthday, and so we will be in Taurus energy for the next month. And this is Taurus is all about really earthy. And this is where the grounding comes in, because with the energy being so fast, and with the Gemini influence, this is where grounding is really critical for you. So wherever you are in the world, stay grounded, okay? And because and I repeat, keep grounding every day any way you can. Get outside and just really feel the energy of Mother Earth, and bare feet on the ground. Okay, so I'm going to choose a card from the angel guides, and we'll choose a card because things are opening up very quickly, which is high speed, high impact, and manifesting quickly. Everything that we are moving into, it's just fast manifestation. And everything is magnified right now. Okay, so we have listen deeply. And like I said, listen deeply is listening to your soul, listening to what's coming up for you to be cleared, listening to your inner GPS, listening to those messages, listening to the insights, listening to your soul. And this is what we are all doing, is like it's all about doing your own inner work, uh, because the angels, always the universe, angels, whatever you believe in, it's like listen to those messages because they're all around you. This is your inner guidance. So the extended message is: the whispers of our inner voice are subtle, and it takes patience and willingness to hear them. Often this voice can seem intensely honest and direct, but that's because it wants us to home in on a truth in order to grow. Often we don't like the truth the inner voice is giving us and refuse to listen, but we are all doing but what we're doing is blocking the guidance that is coming forward to us. The truth of the matter is that our inner voice is always working in our favor, and divine guidance is always loving and supportive. It will be direct and insightful, but won't make us feel low. If you are unsure what information is guidance and what is based on fear or ego, call on your angels to help you hear and understand the information that's rising up within. You can also invite them to clear old messages so that you can have space energetically for guidance that is relevant to the present moment. So keep listening to your inner guidance, listening to your heart. And this is where, just tapping on your heart, tapping on the chest. This is your heart center. Sorry, it's probably vibrating through my microphone. Though if you just tap on gently on your heart center and just listen to those messages. And this is where, or just put your hand over your heart and just breathe in and out of your heart, and listen deeply, and you will hear the messages. And then it's about trusting those messages and then taking inspired action from those messages, and trusting that you are being guided every step of the way, and that spirit loves you so much, and that the universe has your back, and the universe is protecting you and keeping you safe. Though it's about surrender and stop holding on to old fear-based thinking, fear-based thoughts, stories, patterns, programs, uh, the old trauma story from childhood. Let go and completely let it go. And this is the purging and the detoxing and the cleansing and the clearing out that we will continue to do, because that's what we're here to, as a human, to actually keep cleaning out our old stuff that no longer belongs to us, that no longer makes us feel good, that no longer vibrates at a frequency that is full of love and light. And so anything that is low vibration, that's what we're clearing out right now. And so trusting yourself and feeling, every choice that you make will help you to make clear choices and decisions along the way. Okay. And if you've got any questions on that, just send me a message, and um, I can help you with something that's personally coming up for you. I'm going to choose another card from the Psychic Tarot, and only since I'm traveling and need to keep all my luggage and weight down, I've only got a few decks, but this is one of those very powerful decks. It's about intuition. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your inner guidance. So this follows on from the other angel card of listen deeply. So this oracle card is intuition. It's about trusting your inner guidance, your intuition, because the veil has lifted. It is so thin right now, and what we're receiving in messages is our intuition. This is coming from the divine. This is from your higher self. And so this is your inner guidance that's guiding you. Though, if you're caught in the fear, you're just resisting it. And that's what will keep you stuck and blocked and create the sleepless nights, create the anxiety, the overwhelm, the all the stress. So again, we all have a choice right now. What do you choose for your highest good and destiny, and what brings you joy? And this is what I encourage you to go really deep on this week, as you're purging out and reflecting on what's coming up and any of those fears that are coming up for you, because I know that life is moving so fast and furious, and things are quickly moving very rapidly right now. And so just listen to your intuition every step of the way, and just have faith and trust. So if you have any questions, or book a time on my website, or you can book an individual healing from my website as well. There are distant healing, and I'm currently on Central Time in United States as I travel across to Florida next week. And I look forward to connecting with you wherever you are. And until I get to see you next time. Sending much love, many blessings. Keep shining your light and just being the joy that you are. So I look forward to seeing you again soon. And next Monday, I will see you for another podcast. Bye for now.